I've prepared a list to help unattractive women realize that they're unattractive. Because I realize that no one's going to tell you your face because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Number one, you work in an office. No attractive woman works in an office for longer than it takes for the CEO to start her and setting her up in an apartment. You take the bus. You will never see an attractive woman at a bus stop. She'll either be picked up and trafficked, or she's got a man who loves her enough who'll drive her wherever she needs to go. You post a picture on Instagram and there are tons of comments telling you how beautiful you are from other women. I got bad news for you, sweetie. Ugly women love to boost other ugly women. They think that if they can bring down the scale of attractiveness to the level that they're at, so everybody's on that level, then they cannot be revealed for being the hideous monsters that they actually are. You're Asian. I don't need to explain that.
She chose violence today. All of it. Max violence.
Go ahead. I want you to. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Gladly.
Tear my foot up. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. There you go. Feel better? You're not coming in here without the police, that's what I'll tell you.
This is my house.
You're not coming in without...
This is my house.
You gonna cut me all over that glass?
This is my house, buddy.
Yep, you're not coming in here without the police, dude. I'm telling you now.
Eric, this is my house.
I don't care. You're not coming in here without the police. Bring them here with you.
Move.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
You keep hurting me.
Anybody got
All right. You're not coming in here without the police.
I live here.
Dude, you're hurting me with the glass, dude. Look at this bleeding all over the place, dude.
Because you're standing on top of it like an idiot. That's on you.
You're going to jail.
Fine.
I promise you, you're going to jail.
I'm going to jail for getting in my home.
No, you're going to jail for getting. Look at this.
You're the one standing on top of a window being pushed through, so that's on you, bro. That's on you. Nobody else.
Hey, you're going to jail.
Okay.
I'm sorry to tell you, I'm gonna put you in jail. I promise you, I am.
You do. I hope you do, buddy.
You should have waited on the police.
Nope. This is my house. They told me. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
It's fine.
That's what you're doing.
Oh, buddy.
I am. This is how my bike looks right now. She's threatening to tear my bike up. I can take my kid to school.
Kirsten, take your press on.
Uh,
Up.
This is how she talks to my kid. And,
You want to talk about don't bring no kids in it?
well, you won't let me take her to school.
Jeez, you have nothing but an opportunity to take her to school, bub.
I'm gonna let you know now. Every vehicle on this property is in Brandon's name. That bike, this car, that truck, her car.
I don't give a shit.
I'm just telling you now, if you tear those up,
Okay.
You're going to
Nobody's tearing
jail.
nothing up. That's cool. Nobody's tearing nothing up.
I knew this was coming.
Nobody's tearing nothing up, so have a good day.
So I'm just telling you,
That's fine.
if you tear something up, it doesn't belong to me.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't care, dude. I could care. I swear to God, I could care less. Just go.
I'm not going anywhere, motherfucker.
All right.
Nowhere.
All right. Go with somebody. Do whatever you want to do.
Real hard on you.
Yeah.
Real hard, buddy.
You're gonna go to jail. Is what's gonna happen.
Don't get in my way when I'm throwing shit. You did this on purpose.
You're gonna go to jail. Do you really want to go to jail? Okay.
You have your domestic violence charge, baby.
What's that mean?
You have yours.
Oh, that's gonna be beat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I got witnesses.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah. I don't care, dude. Honest to God. Just leave.
I'm not going anywhere.
Why? If I'm so nasty and all this, why do you want to sit here?
I'm not going anywhere.
That's fine. Okay. I promise you to put that down too.
Nah, I'm allowed to record.
Yeah, okay,
record
that's fine, but you're being detained right now, so I'm gonna put it down.
What are you doing?
I will explain in a second.
Tell me I got handcuffs.
Hey!
Look at it. Look
Knock
at
it off.
Video it, Brandon. Video it, Brandon.
Put it down.
No, hell no. Video this, my attorney.
Okay. Well, you can video it from the ground.
Well,
Sure.
there you go. Video this man handling me with handcuffs on.
Sure.
Get your sergeant out here.
He's on his way. Right
Good.
here. Don't worry about it.
Hey, look. Here's the deal.
Hold on. First
Here we
of all,
go.
why are you standing like that?
Huh?
He said put my hands behind my back. Okay.
He's detaining us for no reason.
Okay.
All because I said that battery's dead.
Okay.
All right, man.
Why are we here?
I have titles to these bikes in my truck. Okay, these are my bikes.
Okay.
And we picked them up. You're here to put handcuffs on me without asking one question.
Hold on.
No, that's what's happening. It's all on video right there. Trust me.
That's fine.
That's fine? Detaining somebody for what?
Because we don't know.
Right,
yet.
so then you just put him in handcuffs. You have his hand on his
That's
fucking
not-
gun, putting handcuffs on me.
I'm not going to talk to you. You're going to keep yelling at me and not let
You're
me
not
talk.
letting me speak.
Okay.
Keep video, dude. I'd gladly get the titles for you. Take these handcuffs off, man. I ain't bothered you in one way. You good?
What's your name?
First you his house, man.
So where was these motorcycles at?
They were in the backyard. Andy was on his deathbed right here. Right there in the back. Andy was on his deathbed.
He's the owner.
No, I'm the owner. They were over here. Andy's a body man.
Okay.
Andy was on his dying deathbed. I am in a sober motorcycle club. 15 of us came over here and had an A meeting for him. He was dying.
Okay.
He said, Eric, just come to get these bikes. Well, I got a call. There's a scallywag, Jeffrey Howard, and owns a car lot of business.
I'm familiar.
Yes, they're trying to say, he's buying them. I said, these are my bikes. And so the lady, Heidi, come over here, she called him. He said, they're in my name, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I'm not even playing that.
Okay.
I simply came to get my bikes. Here we are.
All right. Whose house?
She did all that and somehow he's getting arrested. Even women in the comments are confused.
And this is a PSA for my future husband. I could never love you as much as I love my friends. Ever.
Sounds stupid, because that man is going to be with you probably in a lot of cases a lot longer than your friends. He's going to be a lot more intimate with you than your friends. Do you even know it? You know what?
Every time I hear women complain about how guys always lie, cheat, generally are scum, I always picture one of my friends. And I have a lot of friends, but they always describe this one friend to the T. He does everything they complain about. But he also dates a lot of women, because that's the only way guys like him can exist. They can't settle down. They can't, because they lie and they cheat and they can't help themselves. So they have to move from one relationship to another in rapid succession. And me and my friends, we don't go out. We don't interact with women. We're settled down. So I have a theory that every friend group has at least one of these guys, and they're out there giving a bad name for everybody else.
Women in the comments, why are y'all friends with him? We don't be even hanging around the guy. The guy might come here and there. It don't matter. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, you don't need to be doing that. Why y'all not holding him accountable? Men hold other dudes accountable a lot. What's happening is, like he said, y'all be describing a certain man to a T, a Chad or Tyrone, and y'all still be in that man's face. A man could come up to... Men are going to tell... Hey, man, listen, because we friends, I wouldn't mess with old boy. He we cool, but I'm just... For your sake, I would... Oh, well, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. And y'all go do whatever you're going to do anyway. Now you're trying to shift blame. Let's say I held him accountable and I said, hey, man, I don't want to be friends with you, because I have done that before. I don't want to be friends with you, man. Like, the way you do business, that ain't cool. You need to stop doing that. They're going to keep on doing it because that's who they are as a person. And that's what men try to tell you. It don't matter whether we friends with this person or not, whether we hang out with this person or not. They're going to still do whatever they're doing, and y'all still going to fall for the trap because y'all don't care nothing about what's going on. Y'all don't care about accountability. You want what you want.
A way that you can test your man to see if he truly loves you is if you cheat. And you don't even have to take it that far. Like, you could just be texting another guy on your phone. Whatever you decide to do, make sure he finds out so that he can confront you. And when he confronts you, explain to him why you did it. Like, why were you texting another guy? Oh, it's because that you weren't giving me enough attention. Or why did you give another guy your socials? It's because you weren't giving me enough validation. Communication is key in relationships. And if he decides to stay with you and change his ways, then you know that he truly loves you.
This is getting so ridiculous. This quite possibly is the worst take I've ever heard on giving women advice to prove that he loves you. You are supposed to cheat. You are supposed to do these manipulative things. And the thing is, in the grand scheme of things for women, or for a lot of women, this to them is not considered manipulation. This is absolutely manipulation. And if you are the type of person that has to get this level of validation from another person, you need therapy, because this is not normal to go to these extremes so that you can be validated. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, cheating is the worst thing in a relationship. So you're saying in order to prove that he loves you, you have to do something egregious, and that's going to prove to you that he loves you. You have serious abandonment issues and serious daddy issues that you need to take care of.
Guy in the comments said, try this and see what happens. If it was me, I wouldn't even need a discussion. You can pack your crap and leave. It's that simple. I don't play games. These modern women have made their careers off of playing games with each other. And so they think they can bring that nonsense over here. They've been out here selling lies, talking about foolishness, and they think because some of these ladies out here are falling for it, buying the courses, getting on board with the little email chains and Zoom calls that they got going on, spread nonsense, that they can come over here and talk to men like that. That's BS. Delete this video.
A lot of these white creators who are focusing on decentering men haven't yet done the work of decentering whiteness within themselves. It's disappointing and not surprising. Most recently, I've seen the Flawed Villain. I'm not trying to bully her or run her name through the mud, but it's like her defensiveness in getting called out by people of color, especially black women, about her inability to give credit where it's due. It's just very telling. My hope and wish for these white women creators is that they realize that the instruction manual on how to decenter whiteness is right there for them. It's very similar to the decentering men manual. It's patriarchy, substitute patriarchy for racism, and do the work in yourself to not center your voice in the conversation and instead elevate those who haven't been centered in the conversation.
I'll be honest with you, man. I'm enjoying it. This whole, 4B, radical feminists, sprinkle, eating themselves up. I'm enjoying it. I've got my popcorn. I've got my beverage. This is what we knew would happen. Somebody's going to say something stupid. Men have been trying to call this type of behavior and this type of rhetoric out for a long, long time. But they just keep on with it. And when one says, nope, you offended me, they're not going to back down. Guess what? Neither of them are going to quit. They wouldn't quit with a man. Why do you think that they're going to quit with you? There is going to be no common ground here. Y'all have y'all's opinions and y'all go stick to it. Now let's see which one is a girl's girl. Let's see how much better y'all are at communication than men. What about emotional intelligence? What about that? Because y'all sure not displaying it. Keep up.
So you're telling me that the feminism movement is actually what's causing the men in our society to be acting the way that they are? That's just splendid. That's just amazing. I'm ecstatic.
So some dudes in the comments had to explain it to her. One guy said probably less to do with the money, more to do with the emotional and physical toll it puts on someone to be the sole income owner, and the same with being the sole caretaker of the family. Either way, resentment is easily fostered. Yes, sir. Somebody else said Stephen is right. Where you start to lose is one person becomes sick or injured. Sole income husband injured means no income. One injured in a 2-income household means 50% of the money is still coming in. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I get where you're coming from, but at some point in time, well, think about it like this. You guys always say, or a lot of women always say, I'm the breadwinner. I make more than my husband. And then I have to come home and I have to take care of the domestic labor. I have to cook, I have to clean. And then he wants me to get on top of him at the end of the night. You don't like that. But then all of a sudden, it's okay when a man's making all of the money and he's going to have to literally do everything. He's going to have to fulfill everything. Why is it okay for a man to do it? Why is it okay for a man to waste all of his energy, spend all of his time working, and then have to come home and do everything and not for a woman? How does that work?
It is better for you and your wife to make $50,000 a year each than it is for you, the man, to make $250,000 and take care of the bills by yourself. Or at least that's what this man brought to the internet. In his make-believe scenario, he says it is way better for two people making $50,000 each and putting towards their own 401k, their own savings, than it is for one person than making $250,000 and being the sole one doing all the finances. Math was not my strong subject, never was, never will be. However, I do know simple subtraction, and if you have two people making it, that's $150,000 extra you're leaving on the table. Now, the man brings up taxes. Okay, fair. If you do not see that $150,000, let's say $100,000 of that you see, you're still leaving $100,000 on the table. I'm confused. I am confused. Something's not clicking in my head. Something's not clicking, Steven. I don't get it. Because I would even apply this if the woman had the opportunity to make $250,000. I would hope she would take that. Why would you take a $150,000 pay cut as a man just so you and your wife can go 50-50 and split at $50K? I'm sorry. What? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing something. And I've missed things before. And like I said, math ain't my strong suit. Men, women, please let me know. Where am I wrong? I'm not getting it.
There are things men do that are not creepy at all that women have all of a sudden categorized as creepy. Anything remotely not to their liking or somewhat off-putting, or again from someone who they are not into or attracted to, they're deeming as creepy. And I think that's why men are hesitant to approach, because most men I know don't do those things that I just talked about, right? They're just introducing themselves. They are, you know, maybe looking in the girl's direction because they think she's attractive and the girl is calling that creepy. Like, I really don't understand why we've decided to be so dramatic about everything and make everything a scene and just call everything creepy, because everything is not creepy, okay? Someone looking in your direction is not creepy. So even sometimes when men are not being creepy at all, women will still roast you or post you online and try to get all these people rallying against you and roasting you. I think a lot of women have watered this down to a point where they're just labeling anyone they don't find attractive as creepy. Let's stop doing that. Let's save the creepy comments for the interactions and the men that are actually being creepy. And maybe stop being so overly sensitive and dramatic. And I'm saying that from a woman's point of view. Someone introducing themselves is not creepy. Someone glancing your direction because they think that you're attractive or beautiful is not creepy. So to wrap this one up here, I do think that there are some men who are doing creepy things, but I don't think it's the majority of men going out of their way to make people feel uncomfortable or to be creepy or be weird. I think a lot of it is just mislabeling men who maybe, you know, aren't attractive to the girl that they're approaching, or the girl's having a bad day, or she's overly sensitive, labeling them as creepy, which I don't think is necessarily fair. I think
some of these women out here are like petulant children, dude. You know, like when a toddler's, oh, he's looking at mommy, he's looking at me. That's exactly what they sound like.
I have to come on here and talk about this. If you are showing up to a date with broken shoes because Shira7 said so, and you're gonna now lead your date into an expensive shop to buy you shoes, sis, you have lost the plot. At that point, you don't need to be dating. You don't need to be dating, because people are always coming for broke men. How about we talk about the broke girlies? Because that is bum behavior. That is bum behavior. I don't care what Shira7 said. Do not show up to a date with broken shoes. Oh my gosh, the game's gone left.
Here's some comments. Anyone who listens to Shira7, unironically, is genuinely a potato. Shira7 is a great comedian, and that's about it. Don't know why the girlies take her so seriously. Andrew Tate's son or Shira7 daughter. Somebody else said, Shira been setting you guys up as of recently. And she has. And they've been taking it hook, line, and sinker.
I know y'all not gonna like me for saying this, but I actually like the princess lady. I know. The mute behavior is weird. Definitely strange. Definitely giving strange, okay? Because there's no way I'm sitting there saying nothing while I'm being spoken to just to wait for my man to speak for me so I can eat my food. Okay, like, that's weird. Fair. But everything else she said, I was listening. I was definitely taking notes, okay? Because all I heard was soft life. All I heard was, I don't work. My husband pays my bills. All I heard was, I'm gonna go shopping today. I'm curating and cultivating my closet. All I heard was, I'm going to brunch and lunch and Pilates. Like, that's what I heard. Somebody heard she was unfulfilled. Maybe I'm of a certain age, but nothing about doing nothing all day sounds unfulfilled. You give me a day to just do whatever I want or nothing at all. I am full. I am full, okay? I don't know. I feel like you girls are just taking this a little bit too far, okay?
And all most men here is lazy, not wanting to do anything, not wanting to contribute. Pass.
How do you date a feminist? You don't. That's how you do it. I don't know about y'all boys, but I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman whose sole intent is to make me feel as irrelevant and unnecessary as possible. I don't know, but I like appreciation. You can be in that relationship. That's cool. But that's not for me. I'm all about female empowerment.
Right. All day.
I know feminism, though. Right. That new feminism is all about saying how we can replace y'all because we don't need men in the world.
If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
so you make daddy a sandwich.
I think
there's something that we don't say out loud. Ladies, don't get mad at me because I'm about to tell on us. I'm sorry. So, all the women that act like there are no men available, they're not being completely honest, because 99.9% of them do have or have had someone interested in them. It's just not the person that they want, which is not the same thing as there not being any men that are interested in you. So be honest about that, because here's the thing. If you reframe this to say to yourself, oh, God is letting me know that there are men that do want me and are available, but I'm choosing to wait for the one that I desire, then you're trusting, you're not complaining. That's a reframe. You're welcome.
Dudes in the comments saying they don't like the men that they qualify for. They want the man that every woman wants. And y'all wonder why y'all struggling and y'all an option. You put yourself in that position.
So you don't have boyfriends? Are you going to like your whole phase right now?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's alright.
What about you? You went through your whole phase too?
No, I'm going through my career phase, so I'm a financial advisor. So I don't want a boyfriend.
How'd that make you feel?
I feel like a hoe, like a real hoe. Damn.
You should.
You often hear women say, I don't like lustful men. I want to be respected for my mind and my body. Men are too lustful. They don't want to know me. And that's a noble and in many ways a valid thing. But sometimes it's disingenuous in how they frame it. They want selective admiration from the right man, emotionally, spiritually, and all that, without the man expecting anything from them. The desire should feel good, but only on my terms. And if it's not on my terms, they like to demonize it. And it becomes this one-sided emotional economy where the desires of women are okay and valid, but the desires of men are just out of whack and shouldn't be validated. And that's why oftentimes they're not respected, because you're looking for a one-sided transactional relationship while telling men what they want doesn't matter. And that's why it's never a balanced thing, because you always are trying to make what the men want seem just out of whack and what you want to be, noble and integrity. And I don't see how that's going to work. So when y'all be talking about you don't want lustful men, just say you want a man to provide everything, the provisions financially, emotionally that you want, and you just want him to want nothing from you. That's what you mean.
So I'm being held hostage. You have to kill that person, okay? Johnny, that's me! Johnny, you're killing me! You're supposed to kill the other guy! Johnny! No! Do you think that's funny? Why'd you do that? Why would you kill me? Why would you do that? Did you know that was me?
People love to roast the so-called man flu, but actually there's some science behind it. You see, the estrogen in women actually boosts the immune system and helps fight off infections, whereas testosterone in men actually lowers the immune system a little bit and makes it harder to clear viral infections. But here's the kicker. During viral infections, men actually produce more inflammatory cytokines. So even though their immune response isn't better, it actually feels worse. More fatigue, more body aches, more misery. And also women are used to pushing through. Periods, childbirth, caretaking, the grind never stops. So yeah, she's up eating and he's under the blanket like it's the end of days. Is he being dramatic? Maybe, but science kind of backs him up.
I mean, you're a doctor and you're presenting facts to them, but they're not going to want to hear that. So I don't even know why you wasted your time.
A lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best. And they feel like we're supposed, first of all, you're approaching a 10. And I would say this is probably more prominent over 45. When you're dating over 45, these men got gout. They got a bad knee.
She is going hard, y'all.
They sleep with a CPAP machine. They do. I've been there, done that. You are a 7 at best, boo. And then you want to tell me, oh, you need to do this. And you got me straight. Tripping. Because at the end of the day, think about it. When we're in our 40s, we can date the daddy or the son. They honest. So why pick the daddy when we can date the son?
A woman in the comments said, "Take this down, honey. You still have time." I agree.
I need to know what the goes on in men's brains because we needed soy sauce and my husband was like, oh, let me order some. What the is this?
Now, I can only speak for myself, so I'm gonna do my best to explain this. To me, it looks like soy sauce.
You break up with him, all of a sudden he got a sleeve, a car, and ain't broke no more. Like, niggas, I hold you back.
My dinners went from $80 to $20. My monthly spending limit went from $800 to maybe $100, and my gas went from $300 to about $50 a month. Bro.
Unpopular opinion. Being a man has to be one of the most difficult things in this world because when I hear some of the requests that women have and how they can contradict themselves, I get confused. It's like, I don't need you to be too sensitive, but how dare you not share your feelings and your emotions with me? I need you to be a good leader, but understand that I won't be following you and I won't be listening to you and you can't lead me anywhere. But be a good leader. Be strong and show a level of vulnerability, but not too much because then strength and vulnerability cannot coexist together because now I'm going to think that you weak. I want you to be truthful and honest, but not too truthful to where you telling me the truth about me and now I got to feel some type of way towards you because you're supposed to be on my side at all points and times. Read my mind, but don't you dare assume that you know what I'm thinking. Meet my needs, even though I'm not going to tell you what my needs are all the time, but I expect for you to just know somehow. Be financially stable, but make sure you have a whole bunch of time, even though it takes time to make money. Now, when you hear some of these requests out loud and you see how they contradict themselves, don't it sound silly? And wouldn't you be just as confused as he is?
Have you asked a man about their dating stories recently? Because if you have, then you would understand what I'm saying about how scary it is to be a man right now. Women have more power in the dating realm than men do. What do you not understand about this?
Maybe being a stay-at-home mom is not hard, but even after a hard moment with your kids have passed, you continue to talk about it with your husband, sister, mom, your family group chat, your friends. So you're constantly talking about it, which makes it feel like it's all the time. When in reality, it was a small minute or two of your day, and because you spent all day focusing on that, you didn't do the dishes, clean up messes as you go, and spent scrolling TikTok looking for creators who sympathize with you, but are actually just keeping you stuck in misery.
Who said that? Just a little insight. I am going back to school for some things, and I'm in a managerial course or something like that right now of like 78 people. Only 30 of us are women. Anyway, the point of this video is that men don't collaborate. Like, that's not their natural, like, go-to is to collaborate. And it's because they're not programmed to do that, right? At a very young age, they're not programmed to collaborate. They're programmed to be and take. So in this portion of the manager course, it's literally collaboration, and it's like very thick reading, lots of it just feels like overly done, right? Because like it's really not that hard to collaborate. But I guess they beg to differ. They're trying to show like different ways to collaborate, the reasons to collaborate, how to collaborate with someone who is difficult, like things like that. And it's hilarious because the women are carrying the conversation whenever we do like the group ups or whatever. And it's nice to see that men are actually asking questions, of course, but I'm not surprised that the majority of questions are coming from men, because it definitely does show that like they are just not programmed to naturally collaborate. They're like, that's kind of foreign to them. They always bring up things like, can it be like playful competition? Can we collaborate in that way? Can we, like, they're always wanting it to be like a competition. And then our instructors, we have one female instructor and one male instructor. And the male instructor is like, yeah, but in these situations of collaboration, it's a little bit more, sensitive. So it's, making that as a competition is not really like the best go-to, and then they open the floor for other people to speak on this, and they're like, hey, in this situation, like, for example, you have a coworker, you have a teammate, because you're a manager, right, who doesn't take direction very well. Like, how would you collaborate with them? And like, yeah, most of the men answered, make it like a little fun competition, like a game for them, and they can conquer it or whatever. They kept saying things like this. And the women we generally were like saying, hey, like, develop check-ins, develop rapport with the person so that they feel safe enough to tell you what exactly is bothering them, so that we can really figure out a solid fix to this. And it's just amazing to see these men just like, yeah, make it a game. Like, just one up yourself, like that. One up your coworker, your teammate next to you. Like that gives them a sense of collaboration. Interesting.
I honestly think the professor should have done this a little bit differently. I do understand that he's trying to get to a certain point, but once again, I think as the professor, he should have understood that men and women learn differently. What do you mean? Men are more, they like to get in groups. There has to be like an end goal that they work towards, and they get in, hey man, you take this group, I take this group. You take this team, I take this team. Okay, who's the leader? Men know how to establish structure fairly quickly. Who's the leader? You're the leader. Even if men don't necessarily agree with it, hey man, he's the leader. That's it. That's what happens most of the time. And they get going. Okay, this is what we need to do. We need to do this. That's what chain of command is. You notice that's how the army, that's how the military is structured. Chain of command. Okay, who's this? Who's reporting? And even though there are a lot of things that are not perfect, fall in line. This is how authority goes. This is how the chain of command goes. That's how it works. That's collaboration, but you guys don't see that. That's men getting together and saying, we're working towards something. Just because y'all get together in a circle and kumbaya and hold hands doesn't mean that y'all know any better than a man. You see, you guys have the option to say, okay, well, let's get together. Let's do this. And at the end of the day, everybody gets a trophy. That's not what happens with men. That's why they like to get on teams and have competition, because competition says, well, somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. And by you losing, you decide, I don't want to lose again. I hate this feeling. I got to get better. A lot of times with women, it's just like, oh, everybody needs to feel good. But when men went across the country to fight for the rights that you have today, so that you can sit crisscross, I'll say it like that, holding hands and singing kumbaya, they had to innovate. It's my team against your team. A lot of lives were lost back then, but they were innovating. They were learning quickly, right then and there. I can't do this or else it's over for me. In a competition with a man, he's going to learn, because this is the way men are wired. He's going to learn this is how things are done. I better not do that too many more times or else I'm out of the game. And great that the stakes are a lot lower today. You are learning in an environment that's safe, and you can make mistakes and you can learn. You guys go over there and do what you want to do. Just because a man wants to get together with his homies or his bros or his colleagues and say, this is the way we're going to do it. Y'all are both going to learn the same way. Men learn by doing stuff. You guys learn by talking. Opening up about your feelings. Men don't necessarily learn that way, and that's okay. Oh, men don't know how to collaborate. Basketball, football, soccer, golf, tennis, pretty much any sport, a man is collaborating in some form or fashion. A lot of times, even if it's a one-on-one sport or an activity, he's still collaborating. He's asking somebody questions, even if the person's not there with him. Hey, dad. Hey, grandpa. Hey, cousin. Hey, nephew. Hey, brother. Men have a network of other men that they talk to, that they go to for information and advice. That's collaboration. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's not valid. Delete this video.